Okay. Good morning, students. Now we are going to study section session 10 of Unit 1. I am Sudarshan P to present the topic Emerging Issues in HRM or Emerging Issues in Human Resource Management. In the previous session, we studied about changing role of human resource manager. Right. Now, what are the current trends or emerging trends or issues in HRM is the topic for this session. Human resource management or any subject for the matter is always subject to continuous change. Some modifications, some challenges, some new issues are normally find in any subjects. Similarly, in case of human resource management, because of changes in technology, changes in business environment, changes in the structure of resources, we are finding certain emerging issues or recent trends in human resource management, we can say. They include workforce planning and development, managing talent. Third one, managing globalization. Fourth one, managing diversified workforce. Fifth one, managing change and cultural transformation. Next one, quality management. Seventh one, talent war. Eighth one, trade unions. Ninth one, industrial security. And tenth one, stress management. Okay, these are all the areas where we are finding issues directly relating to human resource management. So, human resource management is concerning with these matters and these matters or issues, and it has to give greater concern to this. Now, first one, workforce planning and development. So, recruitment of right person, right job is a critical issue in domestic as well as international market for the organization. Now, earlier we had some methods of recruitment which are pertaining to a particular nation or unit level to an organization. Now, almost all the companies are multinationals. Therefore, workforce planning is very much essential, and development of workforce is another area. Once you plan and hire the required number of employees to your organization, you have to develop them so that they can become an asset of the organization, plus they can be the global personalities as far as business sector is concerned. So recruitment of right person on the right job is a critical issue now, because we are getting candidates from engineering, medical, management, commerce, then humanity, and other relevant other streams. Now we have to mold them after recruiting to the organizational policy, to suit them to the organizational policy. So the scientific approach and rational approach is to be followed in case of recruitment, then development of employees, because now because the clients are not only from within a country, they are also from other countries, and we have to imbibe different types of skills to them, so that and moreover they have to do multitasking. So different types of skills are needed for them, say problem solving skill, language skill, analytical skill, creative thinking skill, like that. So it is one of the important emerging area where HR department is to give more focus. Second one is managing talent. That is another issue that is emerging in case of human resource management. Managing talent is also a critical issue to address at international level due to high competition. Earlier, the level of competition was very less. Now, competition is very acute, and therefore, to meet the requirements of competition, we have to go for managing the talent properly. Cultural change at global level create a complication to manage skills. So, no doubt, people can imbibe skills easily, but the thing is, there are some barriers like cultural barriers, language barriers, etc., and that are to be managed very carefully. Otherwise, it creates more complication, and there may be the possibility of problems like brain drain or attrition problems in their organization if the company or human resource management has no proper policy to managing the talent pool of the organization. Next area is that managing globalization. Presently, managing globalization is also a critical issue for HR manager because of globalization and regular change in technological and social environment. Liberalization of trade and policies and regulations brought several challenges to HR department. There is, due to globalization, what happened is manufacturer or service provider is at the one corner of the world, and the client or customers are locating in another area. Therefore, there are many aspects will decide the level of business. So it is to be managed very carefully by the HR managers, right? Therefore it is one of the issue that is to be tackled correctly by the HR department. Again, social environment is changing, technological environment is changing, right? Then policies are liberalized and regulations are somehow reduced. In this context, human resource management has to work more to suit the workforce for the purpose of organization. Again, while framing the policy, HR policy, we have to go for some changes. That is, say recruitment, hiring earlier hiring from locally was given more focus. Now we cannot solely upon the internal sources or local sources. We have to go for talent pool from other areas. Therefore, globalization has caused many challenges to HR department. Next, managing diversified workforce. Earlier, similar kind of workforce we had. Now we have workforce which consists of people from different region, religion, caste, creed, language, region, right? So what happened is it sometimes benefits the organization. Sometimes there may be be a possibility of misunderstanding or conflicts on that basis. Managing diversified workforce is also emerging issue for organization and HR department. At a domestic and global level, there are many policies and regulations that affect the recruitment policy of organization to manage people, especially aging workforce, right? Most of the cases we are finding, or those who are have some special features as workers, or physically challenged workforce, or as far as gender is concerned, women workforce. There are some special problems relating to each category of workforce of our organization. So managing them is somehow a challenge, and we HR department has to concentrate on this issue so that such loopholes in management in managing the diversified workforce can be reduced to the maximum. Next, we've done managing changes and cultural transformation. Managing organizational changes and culture at global level is also creates the issue for organization and HR department. In most of the times, organizational changes create conflict between employees and management team that affects the culture of the organization. So, see, small change without planning may cause some problem. Working culture of the, for example, working culture of the organization is like this. When you say timings of the organization, and earlier it was starting from 10 o'clock. Now HR department changed it from 9 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock, what without consulting with the others. And what happens is normally it creates conflicts between employees and management. So we have to communicate these changes and the positive things of such changes to the employees correctly before introducing the same. Again, cultural transformation, right? Very sensitive matter that has to be taken carefully by the HR department. It is also one of the important emerging trend in human resource management. Next one is sixth one, quality management. With the globalization of markets, the expectations and demands of consumers have increased many times. The consumers are demanding not only the innovative products with more utility and after sale services, but also appreciate the best quality product at competitive rates. So, in this context, we have to give greater concern to the quality management of human resource in the organization. Our workforce or employees should be in a position to sense, serve, satisfy the customers. And they also require to ensure sales, service, spare parts. So 6X are to be followed in ensuring or assuring quality management. So we have to maintain quality of human resource of our organization from gatekeeper to MD level. Again, in case of service or product, we have to give service from pin to aeroplane. We have to try to ensure zero defects in our service or quality. That is the talent because that is the challenge because there are keen competition from others. If we want to become leader in the market, we have to concentrate on these matters. Next, seventh one, talent war. In the world of cutthroat competition, talent management appeared as the mantra of continuous existence. How to manage the talent? is the mantra of continuous existence and success for the organization. So, talent management is another major issue in present HR context. Talent acquisition and talent retention has emerged as a key concern for corporate in present scenario. So earlier we were acquiring talent and sometimes we were not concentrating on retention of such talent. Now, presently, companies are facing this particular challenge. That is, acquisition of talent itself is a challenge now. And once you acquire a talent which is suited to our organization or talent pool, we have to retain it for our organization. Otherwise, what happens is they will leave our company and join other company. So, in this regard, human resource management has to uh, concentrate or has to endeavor to acquire the talent as well as retain the talent pool of a organization by considering long-term view of the organization. Next emerging issue is trade unions. Another HR issue is trade unions. Trade unions. The trade unions, though it is noteworthy efforts ranging from employees' protection against management unethical practices, employee development, collective bargaining, maintaining harmonious relations or peace, to helping management in achieving high productivity, have enhanced the industrial progress enormously. So questions comes up. In the earlier cases, what we were thinking is a trade union is somehow harmful to the management. But absence of a trade union also cause some problems to management. If you think was as in the from the point of view of management, if management thinks that the existence of trade union is good for both, then it benefits the company. So normally what happens is sometimes there may be unethical practices that cannot be opposed by an individual employee. Then he can join a union and he can forward his grievances, right? Similarly, employee development issues, collective bargaining, maintaining harmonious industrial relationship that includes industrial peace, we say, helping management in achieving high productivity, right, have enhanced an industrial progress enormously. If trade union is constructively involved in the promotion and protection of employees' interest and companies' interest, then it is good for the company. Next one is industrial security. Recent crime trends and sophistication of adversaries have revealed various threats to corporate. Now criminals have full support of technical advancement for their jobs. The security scenario at an international as well as national level is rapidly shifting due to prevailing terrorism, extremism, Naxalism activities, etc. So, greater threat to industrial security because of technology and technology development and other related issues. Now, that kind of terrorist activity or terrorism or extremism or Naxalism is also entering into industrial or corporate sector, and therefore, maybe in the form of physical threat or in the form of piracy or hacking of information from the company. These are all normally happening, right? Therefore, it is a major issue where human resource management has to focus to reduce such a phenomenon. Next, 10th one, stress management. Normal stress is necessary to do any economic activity or non-economic activity. If stress is more than required, then it causes problems both to an individual employee as well as a company. Nowadays, stress has become part of everyone's life, unlike in the past, especially among working class. Workplace stress has shown its influence not only on individual employee but also on the organization's efficiency and effectiveness. Now, stress level of employees is increasing day by day. That is because of role conflict or work-life conflict, right? So, balancing work-life is one of the biggest challenge now. So, every method creates some sort of stress. For example, at present we are following in corporate sector work from home instead of traveling to the company or office. They are working from home. But the thing is, it has also some defects because the country, continuous interaction with the family members, right? And there may be lesser time for office work in house. There may be lack of technical assistance, and there is a very less interaction with other um, fellow workers, and that may create fatigue or monotony in the long run. So managing stress is to be one of the major area where human resource management has to focus. So in this case, in this session we studied about various emerging issues or present contemporary issues in human resource management. With this, I conclude this session. Thank you.